Ciao Linea Rock, this is Caterina Nix, my first time in Italy. So far I've had a blast and I'm hoping to return with shows and with good music for all of you.
Hi Caterina, welcome to Milano and welcome to Linea Rock.
Thank you so much.
It's great to have you here. There's a lot of excitement in the studio today.
I was so excited too. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so the debut album will be released on Frontiers Record on July the 3rd. And we're talking about this new project called Chaos Magic, which features you on vocals and the well-known Timo Tolkki on guitar and everything else, basically. Okay, so symphonic sound to the bone. How the project came about? Tell us about it.
Well, I met him a long time ago. We became good friends. And I showed him my material like many years after I met him. And there was an idea of doing some music together someday. We didn't know when. And one day he called me telling me that Frontiers had this idea of having a girl having a solo album with Timo.
Yeah.
And he proposed my name along with the names of other singers, and I was picked. So imagine my emotions, and I was so ecstatic, and this just feels like a dream come true to me.
What's the magic in Chaos? Why did you choose this name for the band, for the project, and which is the definition that you gave?
Well, I thought about this name because in life you have to use your energy to attract what you want.
Yeah.
So Chaos Magic is a little bit related to that. You can project your energy and take from the universe whatever you need in order to succeed and to reach your goals. So I'm a little chaotic.
Okay.
And I hopefully will make some magic with this new group. So that was the main point, the main idea.
Okay, so it was your idea.
The name, it was,
okay.
yes.
A year ago, second part of the rock opera Avalon, again with Timo Tolkki as a mastermind, came out, and you sang 2 songs on it. And Flor Jansen from Nightwish, Elise Reed from Amarante, and Simone Simons from Epica collaborated as well. Did you feel any competition between you ladies of metal?
Not really. I mean, I don't want to think we're competing because we are all aiming to the same goal, I think. We're definitely different from each other. They are so much bigger than me because they have been in this industry far longer than me. Yeah. But I don't think that there was a competition. I wouldn't call it that way. No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
No,
but
really.
You were in the studio at the same time, or you did?
No,
yeah, okay,
I
you did it
recorded
separately.
in Chile, in my country, and I sent the tracks back to Finland.
How different was your collaboration with Timo for Avalon and now for Chaos Magic?
It was different because for Avalon he was focused on so many other things and coordinating with all the other people who were involved in the project. Yeah. But in Chaos Magic it was a little bit more intimate because we went back and forth with ideas for the names of the songs, ideas for the style of the project, and we worked together like hand by hand, but he was in Finland and I was in my country.
Okay. And do you remember the very first time you got in contact with Timo? How was that? You told us that you were picked among some other female voices.
Yes.
Okay. How did it work? Did he find you on the internet? How did it work?
No, we met like more than 10 years ago
wow.
at a meet and greet with Stratovaris.
Okay.
Yeah, and we started talking and we had so many similar views of life and we became good friends. I've always seen him like a father figure somehow. So we just had that idea that maybe someday we would create some music together.
And that was immediately at the first meeting?
No,
okay,
no, like
long after.
Many years later, I decided to show him my work, my independent work. And, you know, have the opinion of an expert.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would expect him to tell me, like, the truth to the bone. You suck, or you're really good.
Okay.
And thankfully, he thought I was good.
Nothing in between.
I was expecting just the pure truth.
All right. The album opener for Chaos Magic is I'm Alive, and that's a song that sings to shout out, you know, something like, hey, I'm here, can you hear me? Is that the spirit behind the song, or
Absolutely.
What is it about?
100% that's the spirit, because we didn't want to be like gloomy, depressing. We didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something more, I wouldn't say happier, but with hope.
Right.
And trying to find the light when you are in a gloomy place, in a dark place, because you can see that in heavy metal, like these lyrics are so connected to dark feelings, and we wanted to set ourselves a little bit apart from that.
All right. You come from Santiago, Chile.
Yes.
And we always see, you know, big bands like Iron Maiden, Metallica, or recently Kiss, that's, you know, are coming in South America and also in Chile. And they do, you know, so huge shows in stadiums, and there's a lot of excitement around that. But what I wanted to ask you is, how is the rock and metal scene in your country? I mean, bands from your country, and how difficult it is to, you know, emerge there?
It is very difficult. It's not like here. That's why I was so impressed that they called me, that I was so far away from the core of this metal genre. We are an amazing audience. We are crazy, and that's why all these big bands go to our country, and they record their DVDs there, because we are a really passionate audience. Yes. But it is pretty hard for local bands. Most of us are unsigned and independent, and we put our own money to go to shows, to show our music. We have to be in contact with the people from producers and the radios, and we have to go and knock so many doors. It's pretty hard.
Yeah. So it's all there's not actually a scene with an industry. It's all independent.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, the people who like this music, this kind of music, they are very passionate about it too. But there is no, I wouldn't say support from big companies, you know, trying to sign local bands.
And do you think that is better, positive in a certain sense, because you have to put, you know, your real passion in it if you believe in it? Maybe there's a selection, you know, in that. So maybe it's even more positive than, you know, Europe, where you have maybe more possibilities. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe so. I mean, it's good that you see it that way, because the sacrifice, it's like you bleed and you cry for your music, you know? And so, yes, I would say that maybe that is one of the things plus, that makes us so passionate about it.
Yeah, that makes the difference. Let's now try to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
When and how did you approach music? Which are your main influences, and your first experience with Agonia, your first band, which had a great debut album, which was called Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Okay. Tell us, you know, your story.
Well, my story, wow, I started listening to metal when I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
I was blown away. I was listening to Halloween and Iron Maiden and Megadeth and all the basics, you know, and I immediately thought, wow, this is what I want to do. I've been singing for, I don't know, forever. I started having singing lessons when I was just a kid. I keep them till today. But you know, heavy metal is what just put into my bloodstream, and I was connected with this type of music. And since then, I knew that this is the type of music that I wanted to work with.
So metal is your main influence. Okay.
Yes. It's not the only thing I listen to, but it's what moves me.
Yeah, and gets you on fire.
Yes. Ever since I was a kid, I wouldn't say kid, but an adolescent, I've been in bands and going to rock shows and just being there, you know?
And with Agonia, you had the chance to open the show for Within Temptation, Ed Guy, and After Forever. Which are the best memories of those experiences? And actually, what happened to your band?
Well, we broke apart because everyone was trying different things. Our drummer went to travel the world, our bass player just dedicated to his day job, and we just didn't continue. Maybe we will sometime, I don't know. Nowadays I'm focused on Chaos Magic, and I have my whole energy there. And yes, we were able to open for Within Temptation. They are great people. We had the chance to meet them there and go to this little bar inside the venue. And they are just awesome, humble people. I have the best memories from them.
Okay, so that's your pick.
And yeah, Edgar too. They're such nice guys. They're so nice.
Chaos Magic album is pretty various. It alternates soft and deep moments to more energetic, strong songs. In which mood do you feel more comfortable in singing? Where did you give the best?
Well, I wouldn't say I give my best only here.
Okay.
I try to give my best all through the album, but I feel more comfortable with more powerful songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the songs were all written by Timo, if I'm correct. And certainly he did a great job because he emphasized your vocal abilities. The songs fit you perfectly.
Yes. Thanks.
Did you co-write something, maybe some lyrics, or it was completely done by him?
It was, I would say, 99% done by him.
Okay.
I proposed a few names for the songs and changed a little bit some lyrics here and there to make them fit better.
Okay.
But my intervention was not that deep.
Okay. And do you feel in harmony with, all the meaning and the sound of the songs, and how much is important to get into the song, to performing the best way, put the passion, the correct passion in it, especially, when you didn't write the songs. So is it more difficult, or you feel like a complete performer also because you have this ability?
Well, it's not the same when it's your own song, but I absolutely could relate to the lyrics and could relate to the type of songs that he wrote.
Yeah.
We had previous conversations about the path that we were going to take with this project.
Okay.
What kind of music, what kind of songs we were going to make, or he was going to make. So I was 100% connected with the music.
Okay. Is there any favorite lyric that you have that maybe you feel closer to in the record?
Dead Memories.
Okay.
Dead Memories, because it's also about letting go.
Okay.
Letting go something dark and something bad that might have happened to you in the past, and looking forward. Always looking forward.
Okay. So you said before that you didn't go to Finland, but that you worked on the record basically on the internet.
Yes.
The modern way. Okay.
Thankfully, we have that tool today.
Okay. How difficult is to deal with that? Not being in the same room and working separately.
Actually, I would say it's easier.
Really?
Because I was thinking maybe if Timo was here next to me, he would be like, "Don't do this, don't do that," or maybe, "Hey, do this a bit better." But thankfully, he liked everything. The first time I sent him the tracks,
wow.
He didn't have much to say about it. So we worked perfectly coordinated, and it was an easy way to work.
Which is the bigger tip that he gave to you?
Just flow with it.
Okay.
If you feel it, if you're passionate about it, just do it.
Okay. Can we call Chaos Magic a real band, or it is a project, or it is your solo album? How do you see that?
I understand that it's my solo album featuring Timo,
okay,
which he wrote and produced. Now they're calling it a band, which I'm perfectly fine with it. If there is a next album, I don't know if it's going to be Chaos Magic and the name of the album, or it's just going to be Caterina Nix featuring Timo Tolkki.
Okay.
I don't know yet, but either way, I'm happy with both of those options.
Are you planning a tour, or it depends on how the record will be received?
I think it's going to depend. So far, I have not heard about a tour yet. Hopefully, it will. That would be like my ultimate dream come true.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Okay. And which band would you think it would be, you know, perfect to co-align with Chaos Magic?
Wow. Probably Within Temptation or Lacuna Coil, or so many bands where you have girls on top,
yeah.
You know, where the girls have the power.
Yeah. Is there any girl in rock that you like in particular, that you see as an...
Not because I'm in Milan here, but Christina.
All right.
All the way. Yeah,
okay.
I admire her so much. She's a pioneer. She doesn't need to show her boobs to get attention.
Yeah.
So I absolutely adore her.
And concerning this topic, you are a very beautiful, sexy lady, and we all know, you know, how people, especially male men, you know, notice that first when it is so evident, like in your case. Does that disturb you some way?
Well, there have been a few comments that I kind of was expecting, you know. It's not disturbing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You use it as a tool. Not too much though. I don't want to reveal too much or be like too sexy because I want my voice to be heard. So we women play a little bit with that. But I wouldn't be like Miley Cyrus, like showing my boobs to everyone. I wouldn't do that. But, you know, people are going to say things and you can be liked by everyone. So what are you going to do? I don't listen to the negativity. If you have to pick one pro and one con, you know, in being a beautiful girl in a macho rock world, what would you say? Which are the pros and cons? Well, the pros are that you, as a powerful girl, you're always opening doors for other girls. And maybe they can see you as an example and say, you know what, I can get there too. Yeah. In a world of males, I can be a queen. Okay. You know, and well, the downside is you're always going to have guys who behave like beasts and they're going to say trashy things about you, I don't know, but what are you going to do? I mean, it comes with the territory, I guess. Is this your real dangerous game? No. No. I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I mean, only if you get involved in a discussion or you fight someone, but I just don't want to engage with anyone who says anything bad about me. And which is the point of no return in the music industry right now, now that you know, you're into it a little bit better? Which is your point of view? About what? Sorry? The Point of No Return, which is the title of a song in your album. I was asking, which is, in your opinion, the point of no return in the music industry? Okay, now. Well, once you start it, once you're here, once you have the attention, once you have your followers and everyone is like expecting something from you, there's no return from there, right? I mean, if people love it, great. If people hate it, I'll go home. I'll keep on working on my music, but for me, this won't end. This never ends. So that's the point of no return. I'm just going forward. Okay, and if you have to invite people now, you know, after this interview to go and buy Chaos Magic album, what would you say? I would say there's something for everyone. There's beautiful music, beautiful moments, also powerful moments. I think people are expecting to get a symphonic, also something sweeter, something sexy. So I think people who like this type of genre are gonna love this record. And it's for both men and women. I think so, yes. I mean, if you're, I've heard so many comments about Timo not doing the Stratovarius thing anymore. I don't think they should expect him to do Stratovarius all over again. Sure. You know, I think he has evolved. I'm not talking on his behalf, but I think he is evolving into something different. He is exploring other territories, and that's perfectly respectable. But there are some people who are criticizing him and saying he's never going to return to what he was before, and I don't think he intends to. Okay. So thanks very much, Caterina, for your time. Thank you so much for having me here. See you next time, maybe on tour. Hopefully, yes. Okay, thank you. Ciao. Ciao.